Open your banking app the next morning. The coffee charge is there, $5. The transfer beside it is not, because money you almost invested leaves no receipt. So put the missing transfer on the screen. Not $5 every day. One automatic deposit of about $152 each month. Keep it running for 480 months. That sounds simple until the first statement arrives. After 1 year, you have put in $1,825. The balance is about $1,885. The account has earned less than $60. You gave it 12 months. It gave you the price of a dinner. Now jump to year 5. You have contributed $9,125. The screen shows about $10,900. Almost the entire balance is still your own money. Pin both statements to the refrigerator. Year 1 looks small, year 5 looks larger, but not life-changing. Nothing on either page resembles the hundreds of thousands shown in the opening. Then the car makes a noise. A repair estimate lands on the same kitchen table as the investment statement. One page says the account is growing. The other says payment is due Friday. This is where the clean graph meets you. The graph never loses work hours. It never replaces a tire. It never watches rent rise. It simply receives the next deposit. You have to decide whether that deposit survives the month. The model assumes every transfer arrives. Your life has to produce every one of them. That is why the early years feel broken. Compounding has not failed. It is working on a balance that is still too small to look powerful. At year 10, open the app again. The number is about $26,300. You have contributed $18,250. Growth has added a little more than $8,000. 10 years of consistency and you are still looking at only about 6.5% of the 40-year result. Would you keep going if you did not know what happens next? Because the next statement changes the role of the account. During year 11, you add the same $1,825, but the account adds about $1,963 in modeled growth. For the first time, the money already inside contributes more during the year than you do. Put those two lines side by side. You added $1,825. The account added about $1,963. The difference is small. The change is not. Until this point, you were carrying the account. Inside this 7% simulation, the account has begun carrying part of itself. That does not mean the market will hand you a smooth 7% every year. It does not mean the transfer can stop. It means the balance has finally become large enough for the assumed growth to compete with your annual contribution. And that crossover does not happen on one universal date. On the 5% path, it arrives around year 15. On the 7% path, around year 11. On the 9% path, around year 9. 3 clocks, the same $5. 3 different moments when the account begins doing more of the annual work. That is why the final number cannot be separated from the assumption behind it. At year 15 on the central path, the screen shows about $48,200. At year 20, it shows about $79,200. Now separate the year 20 balance into 2 piles on the table. The first pile is the $36,500 you deposited. The second is roughly $42,700 created by the model. More than half the account now came from growth. You are still waking up in the same home. The monthly transfer is still only about $152. Nothing about the habit looks dramatic. The ownership of the balance has changed anyway. At the beginning, almost every dollar carried your fingerprints. By year 20, the larger pile came from time. Now bring back the 3 final screens from the opening. At 5%, about $232,000. At 7%, nearly $399,000. At 9%, roughly $712,000. Your contributions are identical in all 3. The ending changes because the assumed return changes. The middle number is not the answer waiting in the future. It is the center file we are using to inspect the machine. Now open a second version of your life. In the first, you begin the transfer today and leave it running for 40 years. In the second, you wait 10 years. Then you contribute the exact same monthly amount for the remaining 30. Place both final screens beside each other. The first reads about $399,000. The second reads about $185,500. The gap is roughly $213,700. But you only skipped $18,250 of contributions during those first 10 years. So where did the other roughly $195,000 go? It never existed. Those were the returns the earliest deposits no longer had time to earn. The late account did not lose 10 years from the end of the story. It lost the 10 years with the most future left in front of them. This is not a judgment on anyone who starts late. A dollar invested later can still grow. It simply enters the room with fewer years remaining. Look back at the long receipt from the kitchen. It is not just $14,605 choices. It is 14,600 pieces of time. And once one of those days passes, a larger deposit can add money later. It cannot reopen that exact day. By now, the central screen looks impressive. Nearly $399,000. This is where most videos would stop. Do not stop there. Turn the statement over and look for the small percentage printed in the disclosure. Imagine that fees and other investment drag leave the account earning 6.5% instead of 7%, while every contribution and every month stays the same. The final screen falls from about $399,000 to roughly $347,300. A difference of half a percentage point removes almost $52,000 from the 40-year result. You never see a $52,000 charge. You see a small percentage. The missing balance is built from hundreds of tiny amounts that left the account, then lost every future return they might have earned. That is why the SEC warns that fees reduce both the portfolio and the money left inside earning a return. Now place the disclosure beside the final statement. On one page, the percentage looks harmless. On the other, the missing money could cover years of ordinary bills. The same cost looks small at the beginning and enormous at the end. And it may never arrive as one obvious charge. It can be spread across product expenses, account costs, or other recurring drag. The exact structure depends on what you own and where you hold it, which is why this file does not pretend every investor pays the same amount. Then another object enters the frame, a grocery receipt dated 40 years from now. The investment statement is written in future dollars. The groceries, rent, fuel, and medical bills will be priced in future dollars too. Use a simple illustration. Assume inflation averages 2.5% across the same 40 years. The account still says $399,000. But measured in today's purchasing power, that would feel closer to about $149,000. The number on the screen did not fall. The amount of life it can buy did. Now put 3 price tags below the same final balance. With 2% average inflation, its purchasing power is about $181,000 in today's money. At 2.5%, about $149,000. At 3%, about $122,000. The account statement is identical in every frame. The shopping cart behind it changes. That does not make any one inflation path a forecast. It shows how sensitive a 40-year promise becomes when the number is separated from the prices it will face. Now apply both frictions. In the 6.5% scenario, the account ends near $347,000. Under the same 2.5% inflation illustration, that carries purchasing power closer to about $129,000 today. These are not the same loss counted twice. Fees and other costs affect what remains inside the account. Inflation affects what the surviving money can buy outside it. Swipe once more. The investment app shows a rising balance. The next screen shows a mortgage. The next shows a car loan. The next shows a credit card balance left after an emergency. The investment is real. So are the claims against it. A person can have a successful investment account and still feel financially trapped because the account is only one window. Your financial position appears only when the asset and the debts are placed on the same screen, and the simulation does not know which month nearly broke the habit. It does not see you standing at a checkout deciding which card still has room. It does not hear the mechanic say the car cannot wait. It does not know that one withdrawal can solve tonight while shrinking every year that follows. The graph is clean because the human pressure has been removed from it. Put the pressure back, and consistency stops looking like a personality trait. It becomes a system that must survive your real life. Return to the repair estimate from year 5. Back then, the account was too small to feel useful and large enough to tempt you to withdraw it. The repair could interrupt the transfer, empty the account, or become new debt. At year 40, the same kind of bill enters a different room. Maybe it is still irritating, maybe it is still expensive, but it no longer has to control the next 6 months. That is the human change hidden behind the graph. Not a yacht, not a new identity. A problem arrives and you have more than one bad option. Now look at the timeline again. At year 30, the account holds about $185,500. 10 years later, it holds nearly $399,000. The final decade adds about $213,700. That single decade adds more than the entire account had accumulated during the first 30 years. But the last decade did not create the result alone. It cashed the receipt written by the first 30, the boring deposits made in ordinary kitchens. The transfers made before the balance looked important. The months when the repair bill was louder than the investment statement. The years when almost every dollar still came from you. Now return to the first cup. Across 40 years, you put in $73,000. Inside the central 7% simulation, the account ends near $399,000. About $326,000 came from modeled growth. But that final number is not a promise, and it is not the complete story. The actual result would depend on the investment, its costs, the account, taxes, withdrawals, interruptions, debts, and what future dollars can buy. The title still has a clear answer. $5 a day could become hundreds of thousands of future dollars. In the central model, it becomes nearly 400,000. But the receipt was never only measuring money. It was measuring how long the money was allowed to stay. The $5 opened the account. Consistency kept it alive. Time wrote most of the final number. The $5 did not buy the outcome. They bought the time the outcome needed.